Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today in this video, I would like to deliver about one of the methods of data collection. It is about questionnaire. Next. Okay, questionnaire definition. When we talk about the definition of a questionnaire, most of you guys already know what questionnaire is. It is a tool that some people use to gather a data sample. A questionnaire is a research instrument consisting of a series of questions or other types of prompts for the purpose of gathering information from the respondents. The questionnaire was invented by Statistical Society of London in 1838. Next. Okay. There are many types of questionnaires that people use to gather data instrument. Okay, first we have a computer questionnaire. What is computer questionnaire? It's a respondent. They are asked to answer the questionnaire which is sent by mail. The questionnaire is sent by mail, and from the respondent's device, they open their mail and they will see the questionnaire. The second, telephone questionnaire. The telephone questionnaire, that it is a questionnaire that researchers choose to call potential respondents with the aim of getting them to answer the questionnaire through telephone. The third, in-house survey. This type of questionnaire involves the researcher visiting respondents' house or workplaces. The last is mail questionnaire. This sort of questionnaires involves the researcher to send the questionnaire list to respondents through post, often attaching prepaid envelope. Mostly, this kind of questionnaire are in forms of a piece of paper. Okay, we will discuss about the usage of questionnaires. What are they? Who the people use it? Who are they? Okay, the first we have individual. Of course, questionnaire can be used by individual. For example, a student, a lecturer, or another person that represents individual. The second, a questionnaire can be used by a group, by a study club, or by community. Okay, the last is institutional. Usually, this is a form of questionnaire that used by government and another company for their research purposes. Next. Okay, types of questions in a questionnaire. Of course, questionnaires is about a questions. So there are many kinds of questions in a questionnaire. The first is open-ended questions. Open-ended questions help the researchers to collect qualitative data in a questionnaire where the respondent can answer in a free form with little to no restrictions. That's the advantage of open-ended question. The second, dichotomous questions. The dichotomous question is generally a yes or no close-ended question. This question is usually used in case of the need for necessary validations. It is the most natural form of a questionnaire. Yeah, guys, most of you may already found this kind of dichotomous questions. It contains yes or no questions. The third, multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions are a close-ended question type in which a respondent has to select one or many kind of questions that given list of options. The fourth, scaling questions. These questions are based on the principles of the four measurement scales. The first is nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. A few of the question types that utilize these scales fundamental properties are rank order questions, Likert scale questions, semantic differential scale questions, and staple scale questions. Okay, I'm sorry. Next, here are the steps involved in questionnaire design. What things you have to consider in designing a questionnaire. The first is identify the scope of your research. Think about what your questionnaire is going to include before you start designing the look of it. The second, you have to keep it simple. It must be easy to understand. If the questions are unclear, the respondents may simply choose any answer and skew the data you collect. The third, ask only one question at a time. This might seem like an excellent way to consolidate answers to related issues, but it can confuse your respondents or lead to inaccurate data. So that's why you have to make only a question at a time. Number 4, be flexible with your options. Sometimes the respondents may not necessarily want to choose from the answer options provided by the survey creator. Another option often helps keep respondents engaged in the survey. Next, the open-ended or closed-ended question is a thought choice. The question type should be carefully chosen as it defines the tone and importance of asking the question in the first place. 6. It is essential to know your audience. Of course, the questionnaires defines your audience, because you have to use simple language and terminology that your respondents will understand, and avoid technical jargon and industry-specific language that might confuse your respondents. The last is choosing the right tool is essential. Find an easy usage of the survey tools, whether you can use computer, you can use mail, or telephone questionnaire. Okay, the characteristic of a good questionnaire. Here are the characteristics of a good questionnaire. The first, it should consist of a well-written list of questions. The questionnaire should deal with an important or significant topic to create interest among the respondents. It should seek only that data which cannot be obtained from other sources. It should be as short as possible but should be comprehensive. It should be attractive, and the direction should be clear and complete, because the respondents needs to understand what your questionnaire about. The last, it should be represented in good psychological order, proceeding from general to more specific responses. Okay, I think that's all for today's presentation. Thank you. Have a good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.